Listen, man, today we ain't even gonna do that long introduction. We're gonna just jump straight into it. Today, what I want to talk about is do not follow the crowd, but do what feels right to you. I'm gonna say that one more time. Don't follow the crowd. Do what feels right to you. And I'm not excluding myself from this neither. I am not excluding myself from this at all. Because I was once a follower. We all follow something. Let's make sure we follow in the right narrow path. Because that's the actual path. Jesus said it, and I'm learning that now too. That the narrow path is the actual path to get you where you want to be. A lot of times, we'll just like see the majority of people doing something, knowing it's not right, and still indulge in whatever they was doing because, like I said, sometimes we all have that followers mentality. We gotta kill that. You gotta kill that. Kill that. Cause if you just following people, following the majority, look what the majority is. Not trying to say anything wrong, because I'm learning that we are all one. We are all the same. We are more similar than we are more alike than we are not alike. We are more alike than we are not alike. Remember that. So, but don't follow the majority, because you see what the majority is. A lot of people is working jobs they don't like because they just feel like, oh, that's the only way I can get money. Doing things that doesn't even bring excitement to them. Honestly, excitement to them. How much times you seen people follow the majority of a group doing something that doesn't even bring any life to them, that doesn't bring any joy to them? They just doing it because they want to seem cool with the in crowd. And I was one of those people too. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I was one of them people too. But I just wanted to follow the in crowd because I thought whatever they was doing was cool. It looked well. It seemed cool, and that's why I'm gonna get deeper into this later. But that's why your environment can be detrimental to who you are. I'm not gonna jump into that now, but I'm gonna jump into it later. Probably I'll give you another episode on that. But it seems cool. So you want to get involved with whatever they're doing. If they smoke, like say for instance, I'm going to give you an example. Smoking weed. Smoking weed or drinking. We don't just pick up the habit of smoking weed or drinking because we just, oh, I just want to drink, I want to smoke. No. How it starts usually is you have a friend that smokes weed. Or you have a friend that drinks liquor. You have a relative, whatever, somebody else that's around you is usually doing the weed or the what's name. And because it looks so popular in the Western culture, where we from, America, wherever you from, it looks so popular, it looked the popular thing to do, you will be like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Instead of knowing that smoking is not good for you. We know smoking is not good for us. We know. Especially me, how much times I used to smoke and get paranoid and say, damn, I don't like this. How much times I used to smoke and be like, I don't like this feeling of being high. But I still will go do it after a while because it turned to a habit. Following the majority is only going to get you what the majority has. Majority of the people is complaining. Majority of the people is broke. Majority of the people, they don't actually have a clear sense of what they want out of life. Majority of the people don't even believe in themselves. Take that for instance. Majority of people do not believe in themselves. And if you will believe in yourself, you're going to start waking up and start realizing like, damn, what I thought was right was actually breaking me down. Some of my old habits that I thought that I just accumulated from being around the wrong people or following, let me say that, following the majority of people is not good for me. It's not good for me. Let me give y'all a story, right? I say this all the time in all my old videos. You can watch it, and then you'll see like I am heavy on the no drinking. But I'll be a hypocrite if I tell you, oh no, I'm just been sober. No, the reason I'm so heavy on the no drinking is because I used to be a drunkard. A drunken fool at that. And that's just being honest with myself. I'm not talking down on myself because I know that I'm growing wiser and wiser. Every day I'm having more of an understanding of who I am and the world around me. And understanding that the world around me is really coming from the inside of me, who I am. Who do I think I am? Who do I build myself to be? So the world around me could reflect that. But back to that. I was a drunken fool. I used to drink. I used to get up in the morning and drink. Get up, go to bars and drink. Because at that time, I thought that was what was cool. I was following the majority. I was getting money. And what the majority of people would do was, when they got money, they would go spend it. They would go out to a club. They would go out to bars. I mean, I say they. We would go out to bars. We would go out to clubs. We would go out to spots where there's drinks. And we would indulge in the drinks. And I thought it was cool because everybody around me drinking, so why I can't have a drink? You get what I'm saying? Like, you get the picture that I'm painting for y'all right now? Do you get the picture that I'm painting for you right now? A lot of times we just pick up on bad habits because the majority of people is doing it. And once the majority of people is doing it, we think that it's cool or we think that it's right. And it's not right. It's not right. I'm telling you this right now. It's not something that's going to be sustainable to build you up. Because after a while, me drinking for so long broke me down. Broke me all the way down too. I'm talking about where it's like I almost lost myself. And I'm gonna give y'all it's like two rhythms of life. There's a good rhythm and there's a bad rhythm. I don't like saying bad and good rhythm. I would say like it's the lower you, and it's the higher you. Which one are you gonna indulge in? Doing liquor, smoking, doing things that the majority of people doing, usually it brings you down to the lower you. It brings you down to the lower you. Think about it. Think about it. I was reading a book, right? I was reading this book. What's this called? Atomic Habits. I was reading this book called Atomic Habits, right? And it was just showing how the majority of people, even when they know the right answer, if majority of the people pick the wrong answer, it would have you start second guessing yourself, and then you would pick the wrong answer, knowing that that's the wrong answer. But just because you don't want to feel like the oddball out, you'll pick that wrong answer. And that had me start thinking. That's why the people that think for themselves are usually different. That's why the people that think for themselves are different in every aspect of the word. Different. Because they think for themselves. So now when you see somebody thinking for themselves, and the majority of people, say for instance, the majority of people is smoking. Or let me make it more like advanced for y'all. Like something that's like, we'll be like, yeah, that's true. Say the majority of people is indulging in wild, just sex, like just having wild sex all over the place. And you like, and you know, they come to you like, yo, I got this girl right here. And you like, nah, bro, I'm chilling. I don't want to indulge in that. I want to wait until I find girls that's, more on my level energetically. I ain't trying to just sleep with anybody. They'll look at you like you crazy and be like, what you mean by that? Like, you got some free pussy, right? You got some, I don't want to curse, but you got some free, you know what I mean? Twat right there. And you're not going to take it? Come on, bro. They'll look at you crazy. They'll look at you like, oh, this nigga is out of his mind. He probably don't like girls. No, I love women. But I'm making my own conscious decision to know that it's not good to sleep with every woman. It's not. It's not good to sleep with every girl. And I made that up. And where I came up with that from was, I remember one time, right? I'm going off tangent a little bit, but it's going to all circle back around into what I'm talking about, and thinking about the majority, and thinking for yourself. But I remember one time I slept with this girl, right? And she always had like this melancholic behavior. She would be like real, like just like, I don't know, like always in I wouldn't say depressed state. Let me say that. Make it more, just make it so relatable. She was always in a depressed state. And at that time, I was feeling good about myself. I'm feeling good. Yeah. I'm moving and shaking, getting things done. I slept with this girl. The next day I woke up. I felt everything she was feeling. I felt everything she was feeling. And it's like, and like sexual energy is very real. Sexual energy is very real. So that made me think about that. But now let's take it back. A lot of people don't know that. If they do know, what's cool in society now is having, I got 40 bodies. At 15, I got 100 bodies. At 20 years old, I be fucking everything. Like, I can fuck all these girls. How does that, like, take it back, right? Think for yourself now. How does fucking all these girls make you cool? How? How do these girls help you build up to be who you need to be? How does sleeping with these girls build you up to be who you need to be? You got to start asking yourself the real questions. Real questions. What do I want for myself? If you can't figure out what you want from yourself, you're going to be just drifting. And you don't want to drift. You don't want to drift. Because drifting, you're going to just be doing what the world throw at you. Instead of moving with intent, you're going to be just doing what the world throw at you. And that's why majority of the world is in a majority, is in a crowd. In a crowd. It's like a sheep. Like they all sheep. And the person that thinks for themselves become, I don't want to say a wolf, because a wolf eat the sheep. And we ain't trying to eat the sheep. We just become more aware of everything that's going on around us. And now we can actually categorize it in what's right, what's good for us, and what's bad for us. Don't follow the crowd, y'all. Ain't nothing good come from following the majority of people in this world. Majority of people read the Bible, right? Say they know Christ. But majority of people don't follow what Christ actually say. And that's the narrow path. The big path is, I know Christ. I go to church every Sunday. I am the most godly out of all of us. It's not about who's more godly. And that's what I mean by we are more alike than we are disalike, than we are not alike. It's not about who is more godly. It's about it's about opening up yourself to what Christ say and actually doing what he say. Taking heed of yourself. I feel like what Christ was doing was telling us to believe in ourselves. Believe in yourself. Have more belief in you and what you want to do. The crowd is lost. The crowd is lost. Let's be real. Let's be real. Think about it. The crowd is really lost. They idolize celebrities. Thinking about it, when you want to have too much sex, and when you I found this out, but when you want to have too much sex, or you girls can influence you, you idolize women. I feel like it's this, right? People think that idolizing means just, you just gotta idolize. If you idolize different gods or you idolize, yeah, no. If you put anything if anything, right, has to come before you, you're idolizing it. You put anything before you, you're idolizing it. And what I mean by that is, like, if something makes you make it, if you see some money, right? If you about to go get some money, right? But you know the money that you about to go get is something that's against your morality, you're idolizing money. If you going to go get a girl, and she wants you to chase her, she wants you to do things that's out of your morality, you're idolizing women. We gotta start learning that. Can't idolize nothing. You gotta put yourself first. Learn through Jesus. Learn through God. Like, literally, learn through God. Put yourself first. In any situation, I don't care who it is, what it is, where you're at. Put yourself first. If you in your parents' crib and they want you to do things that you feel like it's not good for you in your path, don't do it. Do not do it. You know what's right for you. You got to get in tune with you. Stop following the crowd. The crowd gonna do whatever they look up to, say to do. Think about that. I come from a hood. I come from the hood, a hood, right? And I realized that the hood follows whatever, like, rapper or whatever is cool for the moment. That's what they follow, and basically following the crowd. But the people from the hood that usually stand out is the people that think for themselves, move for themselves, do what's right for them. Following the crowd ain't never the way to go. You ever seen them pictures on Instagram where it's like, where it's two doors? It would be like two doors, and it would have a door where it's like, I'm gonna put it in like something that we all can understand. Like, it would be like one door is like, get easy money, right? And then the other door would be like, learn how to build wealth. You'll see one person at the door where it'll be like, learn how to build wealth, but it'll be a million people at the door to get easy money, not knowing that easy money is gonna go just as easy as it comes. You get me? You like I hope you following along. The crowd, and I'm not telling you to follow me neither. Don't follow me. Follow Jesus. Don't follow me. I'm just giving you what I'm learning, and I'm learning to think for myself. Stop letting influential things influence you. I deleted my Instagram. Well, I didn't delete my Instagram, but I deleted the Instagram app off of my phone. And I feel like what you doing on Instagram all day is just watching other people's opinions on everything. Think about that. You gathering so much information on watching everybody's opinions that you can't even form your own opinions for yourself. You can't even form your own opinions for yourself. Take time to yourself. Take time to you. Learn who you are. Not what the world wants you to be or what the world shaped you to be. That's why the saying is, I had to unlearn everything that I learned growing up and learn something new. That's where that saying comes from. I had to unlearn everything that I done went through. I had to learn that being tough or being like, I'm that guy, arrogance is actually detrimental to who you are. Being humble is the best thing you could be. Best thing you could be. And I don't want to fall too much, or I don't want to go too much off tangent off to what this main subject is. And I'm getting right back to it. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to make great decisions. Trust you. Trust yourself. Love yourself to know that you're going to make the decision that's right for you. Of course, nobody's here is perfect, so you're going to mess up a couple of times. You're going to mess up a couple of times. It's going to feel like, damn, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm heading to. But that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. As long as you're putting one foot in front of the next foot and you doing it the right way, you doing it for you, you doing it to build whatever you see in your head for you, you're going the right way. Going the right way. I just wanted to get that out there because I feel like that's a big one too. Stop following the crowd, man. The crowd gonna do whatever that seems cool. Whatever the masses tell the crowd to do, that's what they gonna do. Stop following the crowd. It's 9 out of 10. When you follow the crowd, you're going against your own morality. And when you go against your own morality, that's when you lose yourself. Think about that. Think about that. Let me just elaborate a little bit more into that. Like you losing yourself by following the crowd. And then I'm done. You lose yourself by following the crowd because you lose your identity of who you are. If you doing everything, right, that the crowd is doing, and you say, oh, I like this, just because subconsciously not even knowing that you're doing that, you're liking that because of what the crowd is liking, you lose who you are. And we give you an even deeper in-depth thing. You ever been in a relationship? I don't know, as a man or a woman, you ever been in a relationship and you just started following everything that person doing, or you started doing everything because you think they like it, or you think they think it's cool, and then you lose yourself, and now when you break up, you feel like you don't even know who you are. That's because you idolize the relationship more than you idolize the relationship more than you loved yourself. Before you put yourself first. Now when you put the relationship over you, you lose yourself. Why? Because you now is doing everything that you thought was cool for that person. And that's why after you get out of a relationship more time, the people that get out of relationships and focus on themselves end up 30 times better than what they was before the relationship. Because sometimes a bad relationship could break you down to make you realize that everything you doing was wrong. And it's not going to happen overnight to change who you are. But it's going to happen as long as you remember to not follow the crowd and do what's right for you. What feel right to you? What feel right to you? What do you do that actually brings you joy? What do you do that actually brings you joy? What makes you feel better about yourself? What makes you look at it and say, yo, I want to keep doing that. I want to feel like this. Ask yourself them questions, man. Ask yourself them questions, and just like if you're not a Christian or if you're not religious, just look at what Jesus do. Like just study it. Study what Jesus do. You don't have to study the Bible. Just study what he do, and or what he said, and do what he said. Believe in yourself. Follow the narrow path. Do the things that might hurt now, but build a better future and build a better future. Let go of your worries. Let go of your fear. Let go of anything that you think can hold you back. Because once you have fear, you're double-minded. You're double-minded, and God can't handle a double-minded man. So, with all that being said, I'm just giving y'all this, right? Don't follow the crowd. Do what feel right to you. I'm out of here, man. Peace.